Alright, so I'm going to do a video on the Greenwave Mustard. Now, unfortunately, it's about mid-November right now, and I still have insects eating and chewing my mustards to hell. So, might as well try to get this review in now, because I don't know if this mustard is going to winter over or not. It may not. So, if it doesn't, then I have to start again, and then would have to try to get it to a good size without the insects eating it to try to get a review on it. But this is called the Greenwave Mustard. Now, as you can see here, the reason why they call it Greenwave is because you can see it has a very wavy effect to it. Very, very curly, wavy effect. It has that classic mustard look to the leaf. Here's the bottom. You can see the veins on it. It's a very veiny plant. Unlike lettuce, this is very, very veiny. A very beautiful plant too, by the way. Here's a pretty good example of it, like in the back over here. If you could see that there, it's not a very big plant right now, but these plants can get 2-3 feet tall. And of course, when it bolts, it'll probably go to 4 feet high. It'll put up a stem right up the middle. You'll get seed from it, but like when it forms kind of like a head. Some mustards are heading and some are non-heading. This is a non-heading variety, if I'm not mistaken. So this is not a heading variety, but it's going to taste like mustard, and that's primarily why everybody grows mustard, because they want to add a little mustard to their sandwich or to their food. So this is it. That's the plant, and let's turn you around and do a taste test. Alright guys, it's a little cold out here today, but I'm doing some reviews on some of the greens that have been growing, and I started them a little bit late. I probably should have got in a month earlier. My plants would have been much bigger, but they're getting attacked by all kinds of insects like loopers and other caterpillars that are still eating. Even though we're hitting temperatures below 30, they're still out there eating, even in freezing cold weather. So keep that in mind if you're having a looper problem. They will eat your vegetables all the way into the snow. So, but anyway, here it is. This is called the Greenwave Mustard, and we're going to do a taste test on it right now. I'm kind of looking for more caterpillars because they hide right between those little convolutions on there and stuff. So let's give it a bite. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I couldn't eat it straight. Very potent, very powerful effect on this particular one. I just did a review on the Chinese emperor or Chinese mustard. It's one of those. It's either Chinese mustard or Chinese emperor mustard. It's one or the other. And I just did a review on that, and that one wasn't too bad. This one, on the other hand, is about 100 times stronger than that. It is literally, you cannot eat this like this. You have to process this into mustard, or use very small amounts in your cooking or salads even. Very powerful effect. Literally burned my mouth like I ate a horseradish or something like that. Very, very powerful. I find it almost impossible to eat this raw just the way it is. Very, 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 very strong. Well, if you don't know what mustard tastes like, I'm not necessarily referring to the mustard in the jar, though it does taste like the mustard in the jar. But when you eat it fresh, there's a certain type of a flavor to it, and it's very different than the domesticated mustard that comes in the jar that you buy in the store. It's very different. It's a very different effect. This stuff, when you eat it raw, has a different type of flavor profile to it. And it's not the kind of vegetable you're just going to come out in your garden and say, oh, I'm going to pick a leaf of that and eat it. You are not going to do that. I can guarantee you that. What I can say is it would probably go good in your cooking, depending. I guess Asian dishes, it's probably really big in Asian dishes. But for like regular salads and stuff like that, you're going to go really, really sparing with it. You're not going to put very much of it in there. You're going to want to make sure you cut it up very fine so it spreads itself out across your salad. It's very strong. This one here had a very potent flavor effect to it. I had to actually spit it out. There's no way I was going to swallow this one. Very strong. It was literally burning my mouth like horseradish. I mean, my tongue is kind of numb now. It's not like capsaicin, like a hot pepper. If you eat a hot pepper, it burns your mouth and you're cooking for a while. This will burn your mouth while it's in your mouth. As soon as you spit it out, that sensation kind of dies off. But it does kind of make your tongue numb a little bit. So I just wanted to give you an idea of what the Greenwave Mustard is, what it tastes like. Is this something that you might want to try? So gave you an idea on it. So take it for what it's worth, right? So anyway, that was a quick review on the Greenwave Mustard. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.